Hello. Seems like I'm getting cold right now. The weather's changing, but I'm okay right now. Anyway, um, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Actually, so the evening is uh, about 8:45 in the evening. It's at night. I just came back from school. I was applying for a job, and my I was applying for a job, and my what is it? Um, I think my family member called me, so I had to come back home. But anyway, so today was been such a wonderful day. I want to give some quick tip. First of all, I washed my my oven, so hopefully it won't make smoke anymore. But also to I want to give a quick tip here. Tip number one: always open your windows more often, because sometimes the house you live in can affect your mood. Okay. That's a tip. Okay, when it's winter, when it's cold, it makes sense to close the window, but also it can lead you to keep your house closed for so long. So when I moved here, it was in November. It was extremely cold, and because where I used to live before, it was also very cold. The AC was broken, so the landlord encouraged us to keep the windows closed, so we don't bring in you know, the extreme temperature from outside. So I was used to live in a very closed room. So when I moved here, I closed my windows. Everything was closed. It was like a very good habit. But today, something interesting came to my mind, because after in November was very cold, December was very cold, so I just kept my windows closed since then. The house was warmer, so because it was very warm, I had that mindset that my house needs to keep closed. And then also because when I moved here, I was during the day, so it was extremely sometimes I would sleep during the day, so I needed some light, or I needed to have some some light shining in there. But I'm gonna change the battery real quick. I'll be right back. Battery is dying out. Okay, I got a new battery. So what I was saying, that whenever I would come, of course the school was closing, so I would sleep a lot, right? I was gonna like sleep during the day, so I would close the windows, the curtain, to make it darker so I can sleep. But that habit continued going on to this day. So the whole from November till today, this month, 3 months straight, I've been keeping my door was closed. You can tell when you see my videos during the day, the house is extremely darker. But I like the light. Okay, I love the light. I just love to have the house looking lighter. So I was concerned about my privacy, people looking at my windows. I was concerned about. But today something struck me. Like I woke up, then I opened all the windows up, because before that, like I was very sleepy. Like I would sleep, even wake up at 3 a.m. No, wake up at 7 or 9 a.m. and I'm still sleepy. I made a video about this. Like today I was sleepy, today I was sleepy, today I was sleepy. I don't know why, because the house was extremely warmer. Okay, so the temperature does not saturate, so there's no saturation of air. So I open up my windows, and I rolled up the curtains, so now the house is going to be visible. And I was surprised how the house was very visible, the whole house. And that sounds good to me. And that's because when you live with other people, okay, when you have roommates, when you have people living with you, you have very strict rules, and you're very careful what you do. But when you move in your own house, you have so much freedom. Like there are things that you do, and you're like, wait a minute, I have this, because you have freedom to do whatever you want. So when I opened up the windows, I was kind of amazed on how the house was very bright. This is before school, and also I open the windows. It's cold outside. It's like 30 degrees Fahrenheit right now. I believe so. So open the windows and everything goes. Now when I came back right now, the floor is very cold. My camera is extremely cold, so there's a cold temperature. Why is it still cold? Because the wind, the outside wind came into the house, circulated the house, so the house became a little bit colder. Was this a good thing? Because I'm gonna go to sleep and I'm gonna have a good night's sleep. Because before, the reason why I would wake up late, sometimes even sleep, is because I would sleep. I usually sleep like 12 or 1 o'clock. Not a big deal. I did that before. Sleep late, wake up early. Okay, it was a normal thing for me, and I loved it. But this time, whenever I would sleep like around 1 or sometimes 12. But then I don't fully sleep until it's like 3 a.m. Alright, so that was concerning, and I didn't know why, but I felt like maybe because I'm not doing anything, because I'm not too busy. But the main reason is because the house was very warmer, extremely warmer, so it would mean I could not sleep. So now that the house is cold, it's very, very cold, that like everything's cold, like the temperature is very cold. Everything's extremely cold. That's because the windows, I left them open, went to school and I came back, and I was surprised. So, and also I can see my window, like I can see far, I can see the trees, the whole house, like there's a visibility, like it's a positive thing. So I like it. That's what I just want to say. So make sure that once in a while, at least if there's a winter, right, make sure that at some point open up your windows, let the outside air come in and circulate. If you have fans, turn on the fan, circulate the entire wind and the entire temperature outside. That also makes the house smells good, and also you don't get to get sick because of the rottenness. Things get rottenness. It could be your shoes, it could be something else, right? So that air circulates in the house. I think that was a good thing. Other than that, today's class was perfect. Today I had a public finance class. Yesterday I had a class called well, I'm not forgetting yesterday's class that I had. Anyways, public finance class talks about like the government expenditure, how much the government is spending, the fiscal policies and monetary policies, right? The dispute between Federal Reserve Bank, Jerome Powell, and Donald Trump, right? Trump wants Jerome to lower the interest rate so the economy can boost up, so he can brag about it, how good it is, right? So all of that was discussed in the classroom, and my professor, by the way, works in government as well, so that was good. That's the beauty of going to school in DC, that you work with people who work in the government, so you are with them all the time. It becomes a normal thing. Other than that, something I want to share today is that I'm getting a new bottle. I'm gonna be using. There is a memory card that I'm using. The memory card is tricky. It has 9 hours, but the memory card is kind of stupid. It records, then it turns the videos into viruses. Okay, it looks bigger. It looks like it has 9 videos to record, but in reality, it just blacks out, like stops recording. So it's been very problematic. So today I woke up in the morning and I recorded a video about Denmark and Greenland press conference here in Washington DC. I did it on my television, and I made a few comments about it. And then this was like a 35 minutes video, and the whole video became virus, and it was very sad. So it was a live stream, so I couldn't record again, but I can give an overview of what was said. So today, last couple weeks back, I made a video about why should the United States acquire Greenland or take over Greenland. and too many reasons were economic and military, or the safety or security, national security. So today, I did not talk to these people. I did not talk to them. I did not talk to Donald Trump. I don't know these guys. I don't know. I don't work in the government. But today they mentioned exactly the same thing. It was the same thing that we should. They are thinking about giving Greenland to the United States. Okay, so they're actually bending over. And that's because Greenland and the US have had a good relationship in the past, right? But they have been bombarded by China to take over and build the infrastructure. China has been offering them the deal for a long time, then they refused. So the United States is stepping up to jump in and take the deal ahead of time. But when you look at the people, especially the lady from Greenland and the guy from Denmark, both they're not happy. They're not happy about it. They all seem to be pushed into it. They mentioned that there could be a different agreement, but not giving the Greenland to the United States. There could be other ways of doing it. Okay, one of the guys from Greenland, he mentioned that we have been having a relationship since 1951, and we could strengthen that relationship. Okay, we could figure out ways of doing it, but we don't think it's a good idea to give United States to Greenland to United States. But according to Marco Rubio and the Secretary of State, the discussions, it seems like Trump wants Greenland, like he's the one pushing that idea much more than anyone else. And the guy also emphasized that he knows Trump pretty well since his first term, but he mentioned that Trump has changed, like dramatically changed this second term. So very concerning. But either way, it seems like they are bending over, they're accepting the defeat, and they'll be giving up Greenland anytime soon. Alright? And there's a lot of benefits if Greenland becomes part of the United States. There's a lot of benefits. Right? We could have seen Americans moving there anytime soon. But that being said, that's all for today. I don't have much to share, and the news is very slow right now because Trump wants to bombard Iran again. Tonight, Uganda is choosing the next president, so I'm trying to see what's happening, what's going on in Uganda, because I need to follow up. It's my country. If it gets affected political wise, I am also affected. If the US gets involved in Uganda, I'll have to be the one to talk about it. Okay, people have been telling me why don't you promote Uganda in tourism. Okay, so if they see Uganda getting affected in terms of militarized or some kind of elections, right, protest, whatever, I'm gonna be asked about it. People are gonna ask me, what do you say about Uganda, right? I gotta say something. But I don't have any political side in the United States, in Uganda. I believe that either the current president might win or the other president might win. Whoever wins, I'm fine with it. I'm fine to work with whoever. Okay, I know both of them, right? I know them briefly, right? I know the other artist, pop star Bobby Wine. He was like a musician and an artist, but then he became a politician. And I also know Museveni. He was a military leader in the Bush War, so I know those individuals historically, and I've seen them growing up. So to me, they both raised me as a Ugandan, and they both contributed towards my success. So I'm happy for both of them to win. I don't know any other. Uganda is a multi-party system government, so they actually allow 20 people to run for the president. So you have 9 candidates actually running, and you only have 21 voters registered to vote. All right. Remember that Uganda has 50 million people, and only 21 million people can vote. Which means the other population is extremely younger. Okay, Uganda has the youngest population in Africa, and that population is not eligible to vote. Even those who do qualify to vote, they choose not to register because they are known as inactive double headers. And we call them double headers in the United States. They are double headers. They either hate both both political parties, or they think that even if you vote, it's not making a difference to them, so they just step away from it. That's the thing that we see in Uganda. Other than that, that's all for today. Like always, thanks for watching. Ciao ciao, bye bye, adios.